Shogun podcast.
From Causeway Street to the world, it's time to bleed green now, you heard?
With your host.
What's the word? It's Andre, Shamrock, Shogun here. Thank you for tuning in.
Your go-to Celtics podcast for the right vibes.
Yeah, we need to talk about the Celtics right now. But first and foremost, I couldn't finish the game. It's the fourth quarter with 7 minutes still, and I just tuned the hell out because this game was ridiculous. This blowout is not even a fair one. Not fair at all. And I'm going to tell you why. But first, another thing. NBA refs should be investigated like Terry Rozier, Chauncey, and the other guy for NBA gambling. That's all I'm going to say because the Celtics went to the line twice ending the third quarter. How does that happen? Three quarters and you only went to the line. No one was getting called for the Celtics. Like the refs weren't calling for the Celtics at all. Maybe like because of like a step out of bounds. Nothing. Houston, 21-27. They made 21 shots of 27 from the free throw. They were getting calls after call after call. Let's keep it a buck. You can't get a heat check when calls aren't being made for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just always against the Celtics at this point. It was weird just watching it unfold. That's not how basketball works. There's no benefit. The game doesn't look good when you don't have the right calls being made. Those NBA referees need to be investigated. They all suck. I'm not going to lie to you. They all suck. We lost because of corner shots and offensive rebounds. Corner shots, offensive rebounds. We were getting blocked like crazy. Again, no calls were being made for us. This is going to be a very short podcast. A very short podcast that I am not looking forward to talking about. But I will say one thing. The Celtics need a change right now. And prior to the podcast that I made, the reason why we were winning, not only because of new energy, not only because of new facilitation, it was mainly because what we needed was the shift. Play hard or don't play at all. The Celtics aren't playing as hard as they usually do. However, the Celtics aren't utilizing their players like they normally do. The Celtics don't respect Anthony Simons. I gotta say this. The most disrespect I've seen since probably Dennis Schroeder Marcus Smart over Dennis Schroeder. One of your best scorers only played 7 minutes in the first half. That's disrespectful. It's time to start Anthony Simmons over Peyton Pritchard or Derek White, who's having the worst slump I've ever seen in a very long time. There's no debating it. You're wasting a man's potential at that fucking bench. I'm sorry for cursing. He is a starter. You're treating him like you did Dennis Schroeder when he came to the Celtics and started Marcus Smart. Okay? Dennis Schroeder, who, by the way, had 24 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds, beating the Bucks just now. They didn't have an answer. The Bucks didn't have an answer for Dennis Schroeder. And again, he is a better player than Marcus Smart. I'm not going to lie to you. He is. At the point, I mean. Defensively, again, Marcus Smart makes plays. But then again, Dennis Schroeder does make plays. It just depends on what day. Just like Marcus Smart. Because sometimes, even defensively, Marcus Smart staggered us. Offensively, he staggered us as well. But During the 2021 season, Marcus Smart averaged 12 points, 5 assists. 12 points, 5 assists. Coming off the bench, Dennis Schroeder did 14.4 with 4 assists. Off the bench. Who's a better facilitator at the point? Dennis Schroeder. Who's a better scorer? Offensive IQ. Dennis Schroeder. Celtics seniority has to stop. It is dragging the game. It's not making sense because usually people put their best foot forward, not their weakest foot. When you throw a punch, you throw with your dominant hand. You don't use your second hand. I don't understand why the Celtics is... What is the Celtics mindset right now when it comes to the front office? Again, Derek White is having a very tough time. He hasn't been looking the same. Offensively and defensively, he's slightly losing intensity on the court. And you can see it. I'm worried because we're 7 games in. First quarter, he shot 2 of 5 with a plus minus of -13. Then ends the half with 2 of 8 with still 5 points at a plus minus of -13. He missed a lot of defensive corner shots. He spaced out the floor way too much. And he's in his head. And you can clearly see that. If that's the case, Joe Mazzulla, you need to take him out. You need to take him out. It's not putting your best foot forward. Pritchard had a game. He's doing However, he did better than... Well, I don't know. I don't know if I can say he did better than Derek White. But again, from the stat line he did, not from the energy standpoint. It's so bad. For the amount of money you're paying Derek White, that's alarming. I'm like, what's happening? Baylor Shireman, right now. Baylor Shireman. He's your leading scorer with 15 points, going 5 of 7, 4 of 6 from the 3. He is your leading scorer. A person that when you saw him in the offseason, he wasn't looking bright. He was not looking bright at all. Jaylen Brown had 12 points. I really don't even want to get into the other Celtics because at the end of the day, again, again, how your team plays is very important. But it's the small things that matter. In the moment, you sit him down immediately. If I were Joe Mazzulla, I would have took out Derek White. Probably, maybe after the first quarter. I would have said, you know what? You know what we're gonna put? We're gonna put Hugo. We're gonna put Hugo. We're gonna put Hugo at the point. Hugo had 7 points. Went 3 of 8. Not that bad. But his plus and minus shows. He's -9. Derek White has -20. Right now. We're gonna lose this game to a blowout. Chris Boucher played more minutes than Anthony Simons in the first half. How the this, I don't know if this is, I really can't blame Joe. I don't know if is it really Joe Mazzulla who controls all this? Was he in his head today? I don't know what happened. It doesn't make sense. Nothing is, nothing about this game is making sense at all. It's nothing is making sense about this game. It's like, I don't even. Is it just because? Is it because Derek White had a bad game? Peyton Pritchard had 14 points, went 5 of 10. Okay, 5 of 10. Missing shots as well. 1 of 4 from the 3. I played 26 minutes, by the way. Anthony Simons needs to start. I don't care anymore about the. Put him in the system of playing with Jaylen Brown and Josh Minot and Neemias Queta. Neemias Queta had a great game in the first half, but played 15 minutes. Who comes up with this? Your leading blocker. You let him play for 15 minutes? Does he have an injury? Is it some secret injury that happened with Jaylen Brown? I'm trying to get questioned. Like, there's so many questions that you have to ask. Like, nothing is making sense. Nothing is making sense. It's I just don't understand. Like, Derek White, 2 of 11. 2 of 11, 19 points. It's just, it doesn't make sense. Why are you this senior dog? The Celtics seniority. I really don't care. I'm telling you right now, I really don't care if you're traded to the Boston Celtics. Play where your value is at. Play with your best foot forward. What is the Celtics seniority has to stop. I don't care that, like, okay, I get it. Great accolade. Congratulations, Peyton Pritchard. You won 6th Man of the Year. But if you know for a fact that he has no starting ability, why? Just why? If Derek White is in a slump, why is Anthony Simons playing 7 minutes? You need people to score. You need people who can, and I'm not talking about drive to the basket score. I'm talking about a person who can play your mid-range, can play your outside, your threes. 7 minutes, but Derek White, you give Derek White more. He has a slump. First quarter, again, do I have to say it again? First quarter. Negative 13. Ends the half. -2 of 8. At that point, you move to Anthony Simons. You put him in as soon as the half starts. As soon as the second half starts, you play him. If we lose, we lose. But Derek White being in his slump, when you have Anthony Simons that actually can contribute still in certain ways, again, Derek White knows this system. He's been in our team for a while. Get Anthony Simons some time so he can actually get acquainted with the system. Don't disrespectfully put him on the bench. Don't put him in with the scrubs when there's a blowout. What are we doing? Like, you're treating this guy who started for Portland with Jeremy Grant. Like, what? You're starting him. Excuse me, you're literally benching him. A person who is just a starter Like Dennis Schroeder, a starter. Like Malcolm Brogdon, a starter. Malcolm Brogdon. You chose Marcus Smart. Celtics Seniority. This is literally the Celtics Seniority podcast right now. That shit has to stop. If you get traded to the Boston Celtics and you are better than the starting point guard, the starting shooting guard, the starting center, the starting power forward, I don't care if it's Jason Tatum. If you're better than Jason Tatum, you either move that person up a roll, move them down a roll so people can literally get, you feel me? Or you bench them. That's it. This Celtics Seniority, if we are a team, I don't care if you're trying to not break team chemistry. Like, some people got to suck it up and just say, okay, I'm not better than this person, but I'm going to strive to be. And this may not be my year, but maybe next year. And you have this system again where Joe Mazzulla says, if you don't play your heart out, you get benched. Chris Boucher was not playing his heart out. I'm going to keep it a buck when I saw him playing. I saw him try. He was trying, but it wasn't the right trying. I saw a lot of bad moments. I'm going to say that. I'm going to just say some fouls, but unneeded. I don't know what's wrong with the Celtics. This is the shortest podcast I probably had. I don't know how many minutes I'm going in. 16 minutes. Maybe I did do a good time of podcasting. But this was a bad game. And not on the part of the Celtics players. This is more or less, where are you going with your team? Who's calling the shots? Is it still Brad Stevens from up top? Who's starting the Celtics Seniority? Peyton Pritchard is a bench player. It's just how it is. It's the reality. Derek White is not having a good game. It's the reality. But you're still trying to win, right? You're still trying to win, right? So why don't you put your best foot forward? Even if that costs the ego of somebody to be diminished. You're not playing good. Sit. You're not playing smart. Sit. Just do it. There's no point. There's literally no point. But that's it for this podcast, because I couldn't. I think the end score was 128 to 108. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was just bad. It was just bad. We got blown out. It is what it is. However, till next time, I believe we have a game on Monday, and I hope that things change. But if this Celtics Seniority keeps happening, wow. Wow. Till next time, I'm Andre of Shamrock Shogun Podcast. Have a good one.